Donald Trump wants to know, how cute does the animal have to be before you start to get hungry, as it's holding, it looks like a 3 year old on his lap? Donald Trump also thinks that naked pictures of what looks like 2 or 3 year old babies in the bathtub butt naked, now that looks like a nice piece of ass. And whenever he was asked about it, he got extremely defensive and extremely guilty looking. Donald Trump's motto is that a man who is hungry is not responsible for his actions. How do I know? Because he posted it on Facebook. Yeah, Donald Trump's motto is, well, as long as he never tells the truth and just consistently lies, he can never get in trouble for anything he does. And eat newborn babies through your midwife business with Our Lady of the Lords that you established. I mean, what else are you supposed to do but become fraudulent police officers and strangulate people? Now, you got silicone. You can get away with anything. Why don't you get on national television and tell everybody how you'd like to have sex with your daughter? Why don't you get on national television? You got a mask on your face. Nobody knows who you are. Why don't you let everybody know how to children play with the hairs on your legs during the summertime at the swimming pool? Why not? Cheers, everybody, cheers. Just make the Mexicans pay for it. Cheers, everybody, cheers. Today is August 9th, 2024. It's 3:04 p.m. I'd like to document that I've been severely poisoned by all fraudulent Michael Delfoot and all fraudulent Joseph Donald Fusilier at the 121 Cane Ridge Circle, Lafayette, Louisiana 70558. Today, yesterday, and the day before. Also, I was going to the restroom today and I was attacked by Joseph, who wanted to fight. And I hurry up and closed the door to Michael's bedroom and locked it real quick, and I had to go to the restroom anyway. So I just wanted to document this. Alright, thank you. Robert Fisher Jr. was having sex with his dog Blue up the ass before he ate him. All of Donald Trump's conditions are underlying conditions, and that's a fact. Donald Trump is an illegal immigrant from the Middle East who goes around and kills people and steals their family's inheritances and add himself to people's family trees. Donald Trump wants to know, how cute does the animal have to be before you start to get hungry, as it's holding, it looks like a 3 year old on his lap? Donald Trump also thinks that naked pictures of what looks like 2 or 3 year old babies in the bathtub butt naked, now that looks like a nice piece of ass. And whenever he was asked about it, he got extremely defensive and extremely guilty looking. Yeah, they trying to delay this mix as much as possible, bro. You know, like, how the fuck does he know I'm even setting up for the mix? Like, how can he see in my room all fraudulent Joseph to be throwing broken glass on my fucking bed from over the top of my door where there's a gap? And why is the poison increased, bro? Why is everything out the kitchen I've eaten made me sick? Why has everything got poison? And how much exposure does it take before somebody comes and do something with these fucking serial killers, child molesters and shit? Like, how much evidence exactly does it take? These fucking terrorists from the Middle East. Watching innocent people makes them... watching innocent people suffer is their idea of a good time. Knowing they had something to do with it makes them feel powerful. It makes their dicks hard. Literally gives them an erection. I'd also like to document I'm still being harassed and monitored by all fraudulent Joseph Donald Fusilier, who's just outside of my door right now. Just keeping watch. Harassing me, tormenting me every time I come out of my room. So I'd like to document that he's still here, will not leave, and is continuing his torment and harassment procedures, even though he is supposed to have already been put to death for taking girls out to a landfill and killing them, as aka fraudulent Joseph Daniel Miller, Laughing Joey Daniel Miller. Hi, today is August 17th, 2024. I'd just like to document that as soon as I woke up and I ate a pizza out of the refrigerator, I was immediately food poisoned again by all fraudulent Joseph Donald Fusilier and by all fraudulent Michael Delfoot at the 121 Cambridge Circle, Lafayette, Louisiana 70508. Alright, thank you. After Laughing Joey Daniel Miller killed the girl out in the landfill, he went back the next day and separated the body parts amongst the field, and probably my guess is raped her again. Hi, today's August 10th. I'd like to document that last night Michael Delfoot, all fraudulent, attempted to severely poison me again. Alright, thank you. I don't know if this is good, but it looks like it might be good. I don't know, Josh. God, I need to take a shower, man. When is this dude gonna leave? I'm glad they feel it more important than most people now. They have the right to treat people how they want, because pretty soon it's gonna be the other way around. They're the ones that are gonna be treated like they treat me. They're gonna see how it feels, and that's gonna be the rest of their life until their real punishment begins in hell. And that's a fact. That is a fact. Well, because, Jesus is God, right? And what does Jesus do? What does God do? That's right, he turns tables. He flips the scripts. That's right. He makes the tall tree low and the low tree tall. That's what he does. Yep. Well, the Bible tells me so. Makes the tall tree low and the tree tall. Oh man. And we got a lot of work to do. We always do. But I really need to catch up with some shit, man. You know, I woke up this morning and there's still absolutely no food in this house, bro. The only food in this house is junk food, chocolate, and that's it, bro. Whenever I, have to make these recordings in hopes that he goes and gets some food, it's either still food that's poison or anything else. If it's anything I ask them to get me, they eat it before I even have a chance to touch it. Right? And they got all that stolen money in those stolen cars, and they're always eating out, bro. Always, so they don't have to worry about eating nothing here, right? But their main mission is to make my life as uncomfortable as possible, since I'm the one who's exposing them, like God told me to do, so that they're still trying to come in between me and God's plan. They still trying to mess with God's plan. They still want everybody to see what they've been doing to my teeth since I've ever started standing up for myself against the abuse when going into foster care. He still hasn't gotten away from me. Matter of fact, Joseph is just standing outside of my fucking door right now. Michael just turned off the vacuum cleaner so he can hear what I'm saying. Oh. Oh, I was wrong. That was not Michael with the vacuum cleaner. Okay, so I was right then. So what he did was, as soon as I started that recording, he went and grabbed the the vacuum cleaner to try to drown out the recording. Okay, so it was Joseph, who just turned it off so he could hear what I was saying as well. Okay. Now he just pushed on my door. So he's standing right outside my door now. Just standing there. Oh, and he turned all the lights off so you can't see him. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, and this is how I wake up just about every morning. Well, oh yeah, they definitely realize they are not safe for themselves and or other people or children, newborn babies, or animals. But the reason that they keep faking their own death to get out of prison after being sentenced to death and life in prison all these different times since about 1960 something, and the reason that they don't go turn themselves in, it doesn't actually have to do with the fact that they don't care about themselves. It has more to do with the fact that they don't actually care about other people. Here. Still here. Gotta go back all the way to the other side of the house to use the bathroom now. Still here. Still scrubbing them walls in there, boy. Trying to get that blood off. Trying to get that blood off the walls in there. If they was to take his big faggot stupid potato head while he's alive and dump his head in a big old pot of hot grease, boiling hot grease, will that shit fry up like a potato wedge? Or will he be protected? Somebody let me know right now. Will we get a big potato wedge, or will he be protected due to his silicone on his fucking potato head face? Somebody let me know right now. If they was to grab Laughing Joey Daniel Miller's potato head by his fucking throat, pick him up and flip him upside down while he's alive and put his shit very slowly in a hot boiling pot of grease, will that shit turn into a potato wedge? Will he still be laughing and be protected? Or will we get us a couple fucking potato wedges? I found 2 packs of ketchup right there by my bed last night. So will we get some fucking potato wedges, or will they be protected? Somebody let me know right now. Let me know right now. Somebody let me know in the comment section below. So, like, what he's doing is the same thing he did to Floyd. These fraudulent cops here, which I've already exposed, right? Where they breathe down their victim's neck and strangulate them, right? And that's what he's doing. That's all he's ever done before he ever started taking women to the landfills for his hot dates. Yeah. So I think I already said this, but Robert Fisher is Laughing Joey Daniel Miller, is father, biological father and husband that they fuck each other in the ass and gang stalk together. Matter of fact, it was Laughing Joey's, because I have his notebook, right? I guess after they had sex one day, he wrote Michael a love note saying, "I think you should run for president." That's all it says. I think you should run for president. Which what it should have said is, I think you should go establish yourself as president, because that's what he's done, right? Year after, presidential term after presidential term, right? Yeah, since at least Bill Clinton, right? That's what he's done. I mean, you did all that effort of faking your own death to get out of prison just to come harass somebody and be exposed. Wow. What a dumbass. What was the whole point of breaking out of prison all those different times just to be exposed because you can't leave somebody alone? You gotta be stupid, huh? Because, the definition of stupid, right, is somebody who never learns. And that's exactly what they are. Stupid. So one reason I'm having such trouble doing anything on my work, catching up on my work right now, is because Michael changed the passcode on my phone through hacking, right? This fucking faggot from WordPress, right? With his hackability, right? So he forced me to give him my phone so he could go get it recovered for me, so I could get back into it, right? When he brought it back to me 2 days later, 2 or 3 days later, right? It no longer charged. He by wire, right? So he fucked that part up, right? And not only that, but it no longer works. It has no fucking service. Even I have a plan to put in a PIN code, right? It will not work. The SIM card that he fucking switched out after holding my phone for 3 days and going through it, he switched it out to a SIM card that has no fucking service. So that I have no fucking phone now. So that my other tablet I need to get into, I'm not able to because I don't have any phone to verify my fucking account with. And yeah, I could have that tablet recovered too. And I gave it to him and I asked him to go recover it. He held it for the whole fucking day, gave it back to me that night, and said, lied his fucking faggot ass off and said, well, they tried to recover it, but they couldn't. And if you think that's pathetic, you should see what it does to newborn babies and animals. And then when he's doing this shit, right? That's like for instance, when he's handing me my shit back, lying right out of his fucking mouth, right in my fucking face, right? He's got this shit-eating fucking grin on his face. Like he's doing something. Like he's winning some secret game of life that he's playing, bro. He's feeling good about himself. And if you think that's pathetic, you should see the way he smiles in his mugshot pictures for showing he gets arrested for fucking child molestation. Matter of fact, for them to be in a good mood, that means that everybody around them needs to be in a bad mood. It needs to be miserable. They have to make sure that they can take credit for the fact that everybody around them is fucking miserable for them to be in a good mood. There is no such thing as you are in a good mood and they're in a good mood at the same time. That doesn't happen. Right? Anytime you're in a good mood, they are not in a good mood. They giving you dirty looks. They giving you the evil eye stare. And the whole room gets quiet when you walk in it. As a matter of fact, when I first got here, I was walking out into the garage to get something, and Michael and Alice was out there, and Michael was telling Alice, he could die in my bathroom for all I care. But then when I opened the door, everybody got quiet, complete silence. Whenever I confronted him about what he said that I heard him wrong, and that he didn't mean it like that. Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. I mean, as soon as he said that, isn't that obvious that he's a fucking terrorist? From the fucking Middle East? Isn't it obvious that he's a terrorist from the Middle East? So Donald Trump, aka Joe Biden, aka whoever the next president's supposed to be, right, are all the same person, the same terrorist from the Middle East. This faggot thinks he's a Molech, thinks he's a god, and thinks that children and even some adults are supposed to be his sacrifice. That's why he doesn't stop gang stalking me. Because you can't convince it otherwise. Still handing me razor blades, telling me not to go cut myself today. But I wasn't even thinking about cutting myself. But then he starts leaving the razor blades everywhere I go throughout the house, including the water outside where I have to go get the water out of the pack set outside that he keeps in the garage. He keeps razor blades right next to them. Right? In the drawers in the bathroom, he keeps razor blades for me to see every fucking day for the last 10, 11 years. Right? You know, I read to him in the Bible how it's not possible for me to die, right? So even if I tried to kill myself, which would never happen, I would not die. But he told me, as I read this to him, sitting right next to him in his car, right? He said, I read to him how I'm the first of the children of the resurrection, created like the angels in heaven, and therefore can no longer die. He said, oh, you're translating that wrong in your head. Everybody dies, he said. You're translating that wrong in your head, he says.